So welcome to Voice of North Korea. So as you can see, this is my favorite sister, Evelyn. You went to South Korea, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
When did you come back?
It was June 6th,
June 6th?
before my birthday.
When is your birthday?
June 14th.
June 14th. Wow, happy
Yeah.
birthday!
Thank
I
you.
just get to know her now.
Yeah.
So guys, today I brought Evelyn. She is very rising social media star.
No.
You dance. I mean, so as you can see, Evelyn is not an activist, but she's very interested in letting people know, what the different sides of North Korea. I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions, but she had a bit different story than mine, and everybody has a different life, so for sure. However, she also has her YouTube channel. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Evelyn Jong.
Evelyn Jung. Right. So, do you have a Korean name?
I have Soyeon Jong, but like when you search up Evelyn Jong from North Korea, it will pop it up. So
Okay, so that's where she is. You can find. I'm gonna put all those links below so you can find her. But anyway, so today, there's no formula. You can ask anything you want, and we're gonna answer. So let's start.
yes.
What? Yep, we're gonna put her. Yeah, Evelyn is very pretty and cute. I know.
Oh, thank you guys.
She's super cute, I agree. Well, I mean, guys, really? When I bring Evelyn, that's what they all say. You don't have any questions? Just like, she's super cute. I know. So, I was saying, when people ask me, like, why do I have to care about North Korea? I was saying, maybe you might find your girlfriend there. Or you might find your boyfriend there.
That's funny.
I know. Maybe that will give you motivation to care about North Korea,
That's cool. Yeah.
I know. It's a lot of people usually imagine North Koreans to be very serious and very a bit, not as vibrant. But when they see us, they are like, you guys are so bright and vibrant. And this is the thing, like, North Koreans are very happy people. We are not those like brainwashed people,
Yeah.
Anyway, so not applicable. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything you're doing, means a lot. Oh, thank you. 김정은이 감사합니다. 매번 오셔가지고 이렇게 지원해 주셔. 진짜 한번 인사를 크게 드려야겠어. So, hi ladies, let's see. Can you visit your loved ones in prison in North Korea? So you mean when you are in North Korea, or can we go back and visit our family? In both ways. Can you go back North Korea, Evelyn, now?
I want to go back. I mean, we can go back, but there's always danger for us. Like we will go to jail or maybe executed because country of North Korea, it's enemy here in America. So I'm American, so
I know.
yeah, probably like they don't like me.
I know now. So you have American citizenship?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You did, right? You
No,
did.
I applied.
Oh, you
I'm still
applied?
waiting to hear from them.
Yeah, I need to take little while.
Yeah, that's amazing. I know. So how many how many years did it take for you to become the citizen?
For total 5 years, and then you apply the citizenship test, and they will send you letter for make appointment, and then you go to the building, and then take the test, writing and speaking and like memorizing 100 questions.
Wow.
Yeah, civil.
Amazing.
그거 civil rights.
Civil rights. Yeah, those American
Yeah.
tests. So I want to ask, I know you guys are not really asking other than like she's cute, so I'm gonna ask her a question instead.
Okay.
My case, like I went to South Korea and then came to America. So, but your case, you came to America first, right? How did you come to America?
I mean, I crossed the North Korean border to China border first, and then China border to Laos, routes to Thailand. So 3 borders.
Oh, so your mother paid for the broker?
I think the church group.
Church group. Oh,
Yeah,
you're also
they're-
rescued by missionaries.
Yeah, missionaries.
too.
Oh, really?
Thank
too?
you, missionaries.
Yes. Thank you.
So how did they find you?
I think one of the North Korean lady, she spoke out like who's trying to escape. That's me. So that's how the fundraising. Yeah, people.
So
are
did you
fundraising.
fundraising in America?
Yeah, I think so. So I met the fundraising missionaries, like pastor and wife in South Korea. So they
So
decided
this time you
to.
went back and you met the people who had to.
Met the
Wow.
people who helped me out. So they connect with me. They text me on DM, Instagram message, and then I received it, and I was like crying together, and like oh my gosh, it was hilarious. And I met them in Busan. So they're originally born in America and then go living in South Korea.
Oh, so there are American missionaries that
Yeah.
lives in South Korea and does this mission work rescuing North Koreans.
Right,
I
because
know.
because a lot of North Koreans live in South Korea, so they decided to live in South Korea for helping them out.
And they also helped you to choose to come to America.
I mean, choosing way be like it's my opinion, but they fundraising how the broker pays and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I escaped with my mom, and she live in South Korea right now, and I live here in America.
That was nice. What year did you come to America?
For my mom, she strongly recommend, and she was trainer in North Korea, so she knows a variety of information of like America. It's like
So she knew America was a good place to
yeah,
go.
good place. Like
She
a
was
lot
like brainwashed America as any country.
Right. So like a lot of kids who's born in China, so they trying to go to America for studying and better life and learn something new, and so that's what she thought too. So she strongly recommend for me to come over here.
Wow, thank God America accepted you. So, what year did you come here?
It was end of 2014.
Oh wow, that's you came to America 2014. Wow, so
Hold on. I think it's end of 2014.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you. I came maybe 2 years later than you.
Oh,
We
really?
came around the same time.
Maybe I will hair tight.
And now let's see who. Now I see a lot of questions are going up. Let's see. The Red Chapel and the mall. Yep, I saw the Christian's question. Have you seen the 2 documentaries about North Korea, the Red Chapel and the mall? I saw the mall, but the chapel I don't think I have. So I need to look that up. Let's see. Is Mariana banned in North Korea? John asked question. So this is a funny question. Did you hear about Mariana when you're in North Korea?
The Mariana, the
Yeah,
smoke.
the pot they say, right?
No,
So pot,
no, I never heard about it.
Me neither. But
That's
though,
funny.
Did you hear about the crystal meth, like ice? When you were
Ice.
there?
Oh yeah, yes.
So I hear that. I mean, now when I was there, it wasn't as common. But now when I meet defectors coming from North Korea, using crystal meth and it's a very common thing. How often was that? Like, how common was that for you?
For me, one of my friends, she used ice.
Oh, she used so that's a crystal meth here. Crystal is meth.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
meth. Yeah, she using one of those we call sometimes medicine, right?
So yeah, because
And then-
right.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No. So in North Korea, the healthcare system fell down. There's really no medication. You cannot get treatment. So when people are sick, they use meth to feel better, right?
Right.
But does that actually cure disease or not? Just painkiller.
I think it's just painkiller and then make feel emotion healthy, emotional things and the mind,
Really?
I think they help for that. Yeah.
So, I mean, the regime is very strict. They actually even imprison and execute people when they watch foreign information, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what do they do if you use crystal meth and get caught?
If you sell it, that could very very problem, and then they might kill you guys.
Oh, you might
And-
get executed.
Yeah, you might get executed, and then also like one of my friends, she actually used that, and then I find out like her eyes are yellow and her face was pale, and
Wow.
and then she's getting skinnier and she looks totally different. She was beautiful lady, but like I realized like she using that kind of you know what's that called?
Crystal meth, yeah,
Crystal
the meth, yeah.
yeah, meth.
So it was common, like, or it was just rare in your town.
Mm-hmm.
It was rare
It's
thing?
it's like a lot of people selling it, and then a lot of people I saw like I saw it like someone who doing it like
Oh,
the
so it's
foil,
very common. Okay.
and then the like what's that called, lighter.
Lighter. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, this is shocking. I mean, like for me to now I hear like when I reach out to North Korea guys, and I have people who give me information, and some of my friends who didn't die and still alive told me they all became drug addicts. And I was like, what do you mean? Like how is that possible? And they said no, they all became drug addicts.
Mm-hmm.
And because the generation of the people now, like us, who didn't have such a good, powerful fathers, right?
Right.
Then we are just hopeless. Our future is doomed, right? In North Korea, you work hard doesn't mean anything. You gotta choose the right caste in the system. So these young people, I mean, the ones are not like as struggling, but also the ones in the middle kind of stuck. They are the ones becoming very hopeless and just doing a lot of drugs.
Right.
Wow, okay. So here, Marine Connors, I say, if you could have a meal with anyone living, who would it be and why? That's an interesting question. Who would you have a meal with anybody who's currently alive?
Wait, I don't get the question.
No, no. 살아있는 사람이 누구랑 밥 먹고 싶은 사람이 있는지. 세상에
아,
아무 사람 중에.
Are you?
Me? No, other than me, other than me.
Other than
You're
you?
so sweet.
I mean, like I have a lot of friends in North Korea.
But like
Talking about
anybody,
Anybody?
one guy, one man, one woman,
one man,
one woman, doesn't matter.
Okay. Maybe I don't know actually. It's hard to choose.
Really, too many people.
Too many people to like sit down to talk with
I
in
know.
North Korea, and yeah, my friends, and like maybe my ex-boyfriend in North Korea.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
your ex-boyfriend in
I
North
mean,
Korea?
I'm not miss him actually. I used to miss him a lot, but like I'm not actually miss him. It just I feel bad about him because I didn't tell him about like I'm going to leave here in North Korea, and I didn't say goodbye to him, so I feel really really bad, and I just wonder he have girlfriend or like he get married.
Oh, that's, I know. Wow, you couldn't even say goodbye to him.
Right here.
I know. For me, if I choose one person that is alive, I can have a meal with. Guys, do you know who I want to have a meal with? That would be Kim Jong-un.
Oh yeah, like, I was like, oh okay, she gonna pick Kim Jong-un. Like I already know about that.
Really? Because I think I will be so curious. I really wonder. I'm sure he's never gonna tell me what he thinks, right? But I mean, Trump tried that. Trump thought sitting down with Kim Jong-un one-on-one that he was able to change Kim Jong-un's mind, and apparently he couldn't. So, but still, I still wanna ask him why anybody has to die from starvation, right? In a way, like you can still maintain Communist Party, you can still maintain your regime without starving people, right? So nobody wants to escape from North Korea if we had the food and we were safe. Like who wants to escape the country with their life and be sold in China and go through that, right? Nobody does. So instead of him putting those like wire fences and barrier landmines to prevent people escape, I would suggest using the same effort to just feed people. Then nobody gonna want to escape. And that's the thing, like, you know, long term, Kim Jong-un just gotta understand the fear. He cannot rule forever with the fear. And that's just not the smart move. So yeah, that's gonna be really interesting if I ever get that chance. But thank you for your question. So Mostar Seed, you two ladies are awesome and amazing. Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. So let's see. So Marina, what would happen if you refuse to be part of the pleasure squad? Would you just get killed? So do you know what happens if you get picked in 기쁨조? And then can you say no to it, or do you have to go?
I mean, I went to what's that called? Squad?
Pleasure squad. 기쁨조. Yeah. Pleasure squad. Pleasure squad.
Oh my goodness, I can't even say. I don't use this word that often.
It's
So.
okay. It's okay.
Anyways, so I used to pick 기쁨조 like once in high school time. And I went to the like different building, and it takes me like hour to get there, and I was with my family, and then went there, and there was like a lot of soldier people. They're trying to pick girls, like a lot of like different types of high school. They came to one place, and we all like all together. It was like 10 or 12 people, like one small area, and then like all the soldiers picking up girls, and like
soldiers did that. Wow.
it was like a little bit more higher position soldier. How do you say that? Like 장병들?
Well, like generals, no. 장병, I'm not sure.
장병들.
I'm not
Like
good
little
at
bit
this
more-
military
Yeah,
ranking.
me too.
Yeah.
Like it's not soldier. It's like like more higher position, and they trying to pick girls, and I was it's supposed to pick like 3 times. I was they picked 3 times, like, oh, you come up. I was like second time like come up there, and then third time I was like they don't pick me.
But what happens when you get selected and then they ask you come? Can you say no to it? But nobody does really, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. You can
so-
say no, and you can excuse about it, like, oh,
Right.
like I'm sick, I'm not healthier for this. Like, you know, you can excuse about it. Like, you cannot say about like, no, I don't want to go. You know?
No. The thing is, guys, in North Korea, like being fed is the biggest thing. So some people actually send their children to military because their children can be fed a little bit, right? Even in those military, they are always starving. So when you get selected to the pleasure squad, not even mention being paid, like we don't even know what that means. And if they're gonna clothe you and they're gonna feed you, and that is the biggest privilege, you know, for women. So
Right.
we don't view it like, because our life is so desperate, we don't have any other opportunity in the country. So everybody desperate to go, unless you're like 0.1% on the top elite. But those top elite, I'm sure they do something, but you can never say like, no, I don't want to go. You there's no, like, you gotta be obedient.
But you know, some people they're not happy with the like
Pleasure squad.
pleasure squad.
Pleasure squad.
Pleasure
We will get you to say that
pleasure.
word someday.
Pleasure squad. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Rini from New York. How do defectors in US stay safe from Kim Jong-un monster? Yeah. So how? I mean, most of the defectors, guys, stay private,
It's funny.
right? Like they don't like really do anything. So even you, right? So Evelyn has your family left back in North Korea, and you were also scared to talk about it, right?
Yes. Even now, right
Even
here,
now.
this time,
I
we
know.
shouldn't say this.
Oh no. Oh right.
Yeah. I mean.
No, I heard it in your videos before, but I guess maybe not. Maybe in person you told me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys, we just had the secret, and this is the thing.
Okay.
Even when we escape, like our journey doesn't end to be free. Like we are still scared. Our family members are still get threats. And what kind of government goes after like 3 generations of family, right? So yeah, it's a definite struggle, and you know, a lot of defectors do get scared, and that's also precisely why you don't see a lot of those people who speak out. If you look at Iranian community or even like Middle East, Cuba, Venezuela, a lot of other oppressed countries, but there are a lot of more activists. Like when I go to the UN, there are so many activists from the Middle East, South America, Cuba, but North Korea, I'm like the alone. I'm the only one. So all the activists, whenever I meet, like they have allies, they have a movement to work together. I'm like, I'm alone, all alone by myself. So that's, hopefully more people gonna come out and speak out. I wanted to ask you, it's my personal question, but I mean, the internet has been funny since yesterday. Or whenever I do live, the internet gets very funny.
It froze.
Yeah, it froze. That thing still works.
Yeah.
But not here. Okay. It's coming back.
Okay, there you go.
Let's see. Right here. So, pretty boy Jeremy, thank you. Hey, you are an inspiration. Have you gotten a change to buy a firearm at all? Have you shot a gun yet? I have shot a gun at a gun range.
Oh no!
I loved it, and I am gonna get the permit to get a firearm. And
have you have like experience with the gun?
Yeah, and it's such an empowering thing, right? Like if Kim Jong-un has a gun, I have a gun. Why? I love it. The idea. I know. I'm so obsessed with the.
So you own your gun?
No, I don't, because I don't have the gun. You have to get a license first.
Right.
But you could go the range to shoot the gun in the range in a safe space. So I have done it in California, in LA. Many types of guns.
Oh, that's cool. I have done in North Korea.
Well, in North Korea, everybody have to shoot gun to defend the leader, right?
Right.
So in North Korea, guys, it has the biggest army. They make sure that kids learn how to shoot. I mean, they don't give them guns, obviously. Like, you cannot have the gun. But they train the kids to shoot the gun. So when the time comes, they can all die for the Kim's Henry party.
Right.
That's the reason why they give you the tissue.
Yeah, and always be ready for the military.
They're always ready for the war with the USA. Always. So Ryan 8, thank you so much. 6'5", is that your height? Thank you. When the regime falls, will you move back permanently or stay in the West? So if the regime falls, Evelyn, do you want to go back to North Korea or just stay here in America?
I will just go visit in North Korea and then come back to America or.
That's great.
What about you?
I want to go back.
I want to
build my country. I want to go back, and there's so much can be done, right? Like when people talk about like the moon, right? There's like multi-planetary species that Elon Musk pursue as a humanity, and I'm like, in my mind, like North Korea is that kind of country that hasn't been explored. So think about it. Everything is so new. Their life is like mid-century. So it's gonna be amazing how we can shape the country, influence the country.
Oh, that's a good idea. I can do that too. I never think about it. I never thought about that.
So Tari, how to say? When can we get your book? Sold out on Amazon. I know. It's sold out, but it's been reprinted, so it's gonna be there. And I still have the signed copies. So if you want the copies in the link, you can get the signed copies. But thank you for that. And let's see. Yeonmi, hi Yeonmi, Christian, I say. Would you ever do a video with Steven Crowder? I would love to. I just don't know who that is. Steven, thank you. Did you spend much time in Mongolia? It's a place I want to visit. It's because I crossed the desert to Mongolia. I was there several months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean in a detention center, right? When you're there,
Mm-hmm.
it was, I mean, beautiful if we are tourists, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you are a refugee in a detention center,
Mm-hmm.
you have like the work schedule. You gotta work. It's not like quite prison, but it is prison. You don't have any freedom. You have the curfew. You have to follow their schedule. So for a long time, I wondered why anybody wanna visit Mongolia. But now I'm thinking about it, it was such a beautiful country. So I would visit too, but you don't want to be a refugee there. That's not that fun. Greetings from Brazil. Thank you. I see. Narendra are the progressive thereafter. So IDAs, I say. Question: Are your families and friends that are still in DPRK safe there after you escaped?
I mean, it was safe, but like since now these days, a lot of people from North Korea, like they escaped to South Korea, and then like some of us like here, maybe like 200 to 300 people who live here in America. So I think Kim Jong-un, I don't think so he gonna kill like everybody like who escaped, and then like who are escaped and the relative families. He won't kill for that, and then they don't know about like they don't know about like we're gonna escape or not. Like we don't tell them, our family, to like, oh, I'm gonna escape, and say public like our relatives, they don't know about us too. Like they hear
So I know. So in the 90s, guys, this is when the Great Famine happened in North Korea. After Soviet Union collapsed in the early 90s or end of 80s, and they stopped giving subsidy to North Korean regime. So then North Korean regime just meeting the scarcity of everything, right? So that's when massive famine began, and it was one of the greatest famines in our like modern time, and the people mostly in the northern part died. So then people escaping to China for the first time to find food. But what happened though, a lot of them also died in the journey. So back then, like 행방불명, like somebody who just disappeared in the country was so common because they just died on the train track. Death is so near us when you're in North Korea. It's not like something uncommon thing. And therefore, in the past, in the 90s, if you are normal commoners, you could say, oh, I just don't know, they disappeared, maybe they died. And the government would say maybe they died, right? But later, like someone like me came out and say, I am alive, I defy the regime, and the regime finds out, okay, she escaped. But there's no way, unless you go out and come out publicly saying you're North Korean, who you are, regime also cannot know, because still till this day, so many people dying from starvation. And that's why it's a lot harder for the regime to track their own people than like the governments here in America, right? And most of the defectors, as I said, choose to have a private life, including my own sister. She changed her name, she changed everything, and entire her identity. Now she just live like South Korean. And because of most North Koreans do that, unless you're high profile, the regime will just leave you there. And if the family members, they just like surveillance, watching them if they're gonna escape or not too. So let's see. No, we did that. So Eric, do you think Jang Song-taek was a reformer? Do you think anyone might be able to slowly open up North Korea, emulate China under Jiang Zemin? Is that how I say it? Jiang Zemin. I mean, so what did you think you were there? Did you think that Jang Song-taek was more like reformer, wanted to open up the country? What was your impression?
Jang Song-taek, he died, right?
But was he more like the one who opened Keong Kebab?
I don't know about that. Like
Right.
I was a little young baby in North Korea, so I don't know about what he's doing. And I saw on TV he died.
Like, when you were in North Korea?
When I was in North Korea.
Was it a big shock to you?
Yeah, it was a big shock. I got scared. Got scared. It's like like two policemen, they like holding his arm and then bring him back stage, and I was so scared. And then I heard about like Jang Sung-taek's all relatives and all family went to like prison camp and everything. So yeah.
Wow. So I mean, I studied North Korea very closely, and I actually met people from very high-profile positions worked with Jang Song-tak. He was a reformer actually, and China was supporting him, right? And that's why when they killed Jang Song-tak, China wasn't that happy. However, I mean, in a way, as a dictator, right, it made sense why Kim Jong-un had to get rid of him because their ideology was very different. Jang was more like, let's go direction like China did. Feed our people, economically we get better, but politically we stay in a dictatorship. And Kim Jong-un is like, no way. No, nothing is opening up under my watch. So, yeah, but Jang Song-taek was like, we were keep talking about with other elites is that he had a lot of chance to do it. When Kim Jong-un came into the power in 2012, he was so young, he didn't have a lot of support. However, Jang did. But he was just so busy partying with these girls, have his concubines. He had like, there's almost like saying, there's no girl that wasn't touched by him in Pyongyang.
Right.
Like,
I heard about that.
yeah, so he was such a womanizer. Playboy. So he just, there wasn't a woman in Pyongyang who looked pretty in their 20s ever not touched by him. That's the thing. Every single day he had to go through new women. And when you're in North Korea, there's no even concept of sexual harassment, right? There's no rape. Nobody get punished for that. Like women don't have any rights. So Jang, I think, he deserved what he got. You know, he should have used his position to overthrow Kim. He had the chance, but no, he just pursued pleasure that lost too much in that sense. So Melanie is how I say her name. So Yeonmi, I just got my beautiful Free North Korean Army hoodie today. I love you. I love what you're doing. I probably cause. Thank you so much. You're so cute. And Juicy. So hello. Do you think it would be a good idea to petition President Biden to help assist and allow North Korean refugees to enter America? Thank you for your thoughts. Absolutely. I have been trying to rescue North Koreans and bring them to America. And the US government currently is saying no because of the COVID. They're okay for the people letting the southern border to come in, flooding, right? But they are not okay accepting these few North Koreans who is about to get executed from the regime. Like, by the international law, it's very different. There's economic migrants and there's political defectors. North Koreans, when they escape, means we defy the regime, we defy the political ideology. And when we send back, we're gonna be, those high profile people gonna be executed and sent to prison camps. So international law should protect these people. But yeah, the current US government is like, you know, because of the COVID, they don't wanna do it. And now we see they're like escaping from North Korea became almost impossible in this current day. Not many of us now getting out. It's truly horrible. So Mibao, so how do you think global climate change will affect North Korea and its people in the future? You guys ask really good questions. What do you think? 기후 변화가 북한을 나중에 어떻게 변한다 했어? 이게
기후 변화가?
So Evelyn, guys, is very into beauty and fashion, and yeah, she's very cute. But
I fell asleep here.
she does not like to read the books.
I mean,
oh my gosh,
I do read the books.
Yeah, okay, great.
But like not like this, you know.
But this is like amazing though, right? Like most of North Koreans are the average people. They just want to have a good free life, right? And yeah, so for me, I mean, climate change is, I'm so sorry to say that, but you can afford to care about climate change if you are living in a comfortable position, right? Most of people get killed by violence, crime, and hunger and poverty, disease. So it's not like I'm denying the climate change. And also I'm not clearly sure what is affecting it. Is it naturally Earth is changing its climate? Is it, or how much is it that humans doing to the Earth? How much is it? We just don't know, right? And it's very a complicated situation. It's hard to comment on that. But I am open-minded to see more new studies and see what humans are affecting on it. Then we should change what we do. And but the thing is, in North Korean people, they cannot afford to think about that. And future-wise, in a way, I don't know. I just hope something happens, the regime gets destabilized. So, yeah, that's such a deep question. We need to think about that for sure. So, Andy B, so it seems like South Korea does not do nearly enough. Why aren't they more instrumental in helping those who escape to China? Why does not South Korea put more effort in integrating North Korean refugees? That's such a great question. So you visit South Korea this time. Did you fear any discrimination or no?
I think South Korean government helping North Korean defectors very well because they giving them housing and some types of money.
Subsidy,
And then what else? I think they support very well, and then they trying to helping them out, like maybe like scholarship and like they're trying, and then in America it's different. And for me, I was come here very young age, so I didn't get support. I mean, I get support a lot of than like other adults because I was teenager and I get like what's that called, Medicare care and then health care and like I had a foster family like who are American and then like housing, I can live with them. And for I heard about like adults system here in America is different. Just few months helping them out and then like then they have to buy them on.
But it's similar in South Korea. If you're adult, they give you 6 months like time, give you around $20 a month.
Oh really?
But if you pay for your cell phone and transportation, it really, I mean, what can you do?
Right.
And then they let you living in this public housing for a year. And after that you have to buy and get the rent, and I mean then you gotta pay for the maintenance fee. But so they do give you first like 6 months support, but then you have to be on your own afterwards, right? So I mean, but the thing is, we were looking for freedom, right? We were not looking for free things, and I think I don't believe in those. I believe in like self-reliance, that people gotta be learning to how to help themselves. So
that's the best way.
but the thing is, it's not the support that is like the monetary support I'm talking about, but the South Korea now is like another way run by Chinese Communist Party, right? South Korea's economy heavily depended on exporting their things, and usually China is a huge market. So China using that to threat South Korea. So now the alliance between South Korea and the US got a lot weakened, and South Korea and China is so close. And then of course South Korea cannot talk to China like, can you not repatriating North Korean defectors, because that's gonna upset China. So that complication is, I think, making harder South Korea to do the right thing, even though it's their own people being sold in China, being oppressed, but they just cannot really do much. So Monster said, there's like, again, climate change is not settled science. In my opinion, it's junk science. Thank you for your opinion. I think we need a place to express our thoughts and without being called names, right? So every opinion matters, and it's amazing. I do think so much is, the truth is always complicated. Whenever people say it's black and white, like I don't buy it, it's so hard subject to understand, especially climate change, right? like how much is it that we are affecting it, or is it a natural climate change, or it's just really hard. Anyway, so Fernando, thank you very much. So let's see. I think we missed a lot of questions here. So Hermes, I say, who cares about global warming? Millions are being killed, imprisoned, and becoming inhumane in North Korea. Please stay focused. Thank you. Exactly. I mean, I don't mind when people go. So I remember in New York, I was walking by in front of this Canada Goose store, and so many protesters are putting their blood in their body and like fighting for the ducks, little ducks get murdered. And I was like, well, I hope that someday my life was easy enough that I can fight for ducks. Right now I have to fight for the human beings first. So Kylie, is there North Korean branded jewelry watches? Is there?
I don't know.
I mean, North Korea
Brand
those
jewelries.
so North Korea
Watches.
cannot trade because of they cannot trade in the international market. So yeah, there's really no brand.
Yeah, there's no brand for jewelries.
And
Maybe inside of North Korea.
Jewelry is also banned in North Korea.
Right.
Wear,
You cannot wear like long jewelries.
No, you cannot wear jewelries. Those are in communism. That's a delicacy, right? No. They don't let you wear the fashion like colorful because they just don't want you to express yourself as an individual, right? People like to express who they are through fashion, and in the communism they deny that completely. Like you cannot, wear the like red lipstick to hair. They tell you the
And
hair.
bangs.
I know everything.
I never had bangs.
Never had? Yeah, no. I never had a perm. So to answer your question, yes, this is my high. Strange question, but I've never seen motorbikes in North Korea. Are there any? Wow, you're 6'5". Can you give some height to us?
Yes, please. Yeah.
You can use some of that, please.
Yes, I need it. I need that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit like this much, maybe.
I know.
Wow, very tall.
It's the word is. Yeah, I hope that.
Selling his hand.
So motorbikes. Did you see motorbikes in North Korea?
Tons of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So in Cheongju, you're in a huge, big main city.
Yeah, main
capital.
city.
Yeah. So she's from what, third largest city in North Korea?
So when the Korea map start and near the China border.
But like, how big is it in North Korea? Third largest or fourth? Anyway, it's a major city. That's why. Like no. Where I'm coming from, I saw a lot of ox carts, 소달구지. That's what I saw.
I see.
So, but in Pyongyang, I'm sure there's a lot of cars too. So, for Armando, so Yeonmi hit it on the side that you are after freedom, not free stuff. Yeah, you need to testify in Congress so more North Korean can come to the U.S. I want to testify at the Congress. They are not interested in getting me there. I don't know, guys. Help me out. How do I go to Congress and say this stuff? I know it was really sad that to see people think because nothing is free, right? Somebody gotta pay for it, and you see now the current climate in this politics where government is all about promising giving you free stuff like free education. What do you mean like nothing is free? Free healthcare, nothing is free. So the promise with the word free is so dangerous, and you're gonna pay for it billion times later if you give free stuff from the government for now. So Oscar, Evelyn, which do you like better, America or Seoul? Why? Do you like Seoul more or the American more?
I like both.
You like both?
Yeah, I like both. It's but I like America more.
Why?
Because I live here in 6 years and since I escaped from North Korea, and then South Korea, it was my first time for visiting and staying in 3 months with my mom.
Wow.
And I having fun and you know, like I heard about like a lot of North Korean, they struggle with the language because the language is a little bit different because people using English a lot.
Right.
For me, I learned English here, so I have no problem staying there in South Korea. They thought I'm South Korean, so I having fun, and it was my what's that called, vacation. So you know, why not?
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So let's see. Right here. So tell me, I say thank you so much. We need more videos on the Evelyn and Yeonmi channel. Everybody write your congressman to get Yeonmi and other defectors to testify in Congress. I know, guys. Like you're so sweet. I mean,
Yeah, I already talked about with her like, oh, we should do the like YouTube channel together, and then she's like, oh, I'm too busy, and
no.
okay, and you know.
It's so. Let's see. I think I missed some questions. So I love. Okay, you two are most beautiful women ever. God bless. You guys are so cute. Thank you. See why you have to care for North Korea? Now your boyfriend, your girlfriend might be there.
Yes, yes. A lot of beautiful ladies in North Korea.
So there's a saying. I mean, I'm not pretty, but she is.
No, no, you guys already know about this, right?
So there's a saying in South Korea: ladies from the north are prettier, and the men from South Korea are good looking.
Right.
So North Korea, I don't know why is that, has a reputation of that having no beauties. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Because South Koreans are so beautiful. I don't get that.
They are.
So Douglas, if the Kim regime fall and the North was free, would the South Korea be able to reunite like the Germany did after the Cold War, or would North Korea stay a separate country? Could South Korea afford to reunite with the North after Kim's? What do you think? Do you think South Korea gonna be able to reunite the country?
South Korea?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who live in South Korea, like they don't really care about North Korea that much, and you know, they don't really know about North Korea. So I'm not sure. They're not interested about it. I think more people who live here in America or like other country, they're really curious about North Korea and trying to know about North Korea. But South Koreans, sadly, they don't really care about it. I feel like, and if I trying to talk about the topics, and they're just, you know, behind the story.
I know. Because the thing is, like, South Koreans really don't care, even though it's their brothers, their sisters, their cousins in the north who are suffering, and South Koreans would rather, you know, it's in a way. So I still to this don't understand why do you not care, right? You are not a human being. There's a Holocaust right next door is happening right now in the modern time, and you don't want to do anything about it. But the thing is, even though South Korean government might want it, the people in South Korea don't care. They are so materialistic. South Koreans, I don't want to generalize them, but a lot of them, most of them care about Louis Vuitton bag, like Chanel bag, like that's what they care, right? And it just, yeah, it's very, I think in a way, America, I like though in the Western culture is, I mean, I can't say this because I'm Asian. Asian countries are very materialistic, and Western countries are really value driven, right? People want to make a difference, want to make impact. And I think that's why I love being here. Like, people want to make changes in this world. It's so beautiful. Life is so amazing when you do that. But when you go to South Korea, it just life is all becomes about what you own, showing off. So anyway, that's my biased opinion on South Korea. Let's see. Oh, Black Gold Academy, thank you. Oh, Paulo, as I say, thank you so much.
Alright, thank
Okay, so please visit Ottawa. So Oscar, thank you for answering my question. And me, Evelyn, please visit Ottawa, Ontario. Wow, someday we will. I know.
I think I heard about that country.
Yeah.
Like they ski very well. I think.
Really?
The roller skating.
I'm not sure. So Ontario, Ottawa is like in
Ontario.
Canada, no?
I think so.
So see how ignorant I am? So ripple effect. Jesus loves you and there is only one way to heaven, repent and be baptized in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for that. Yep. Anyway guys, that was so fun. I just wanted to, you know, you guys now know Evelyn and she had this amazing channel. I know, please follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube. And I really support her because in a way, like
thank you.
I'm not normal, right guys? I'm obsessed with individual liberty, like, right, like, so a lot of people think, and also I'm an activist, so you know, but Evelyn is more like what most North Koreans should be. Like you just live free and enjoy this freedom, and just the fact that you show your happiness is the biggest revenge to Kim Jong-un. And that's the thing, like my biggest revenge to the regime is not being bitter and angry, but be happy, be grateful. And I don't think dictator can stand that, right? He could not have any left mark in me. And I think North Koreans are doing so well, like especially you. I mean, even though she looks this beautiful, delicate, she went through really hard stuff too. I mean, who doesn't when they escape from North Korea? And so please guys, follow her and stay in touch with me too. I cannot wait to see you. I know I've been doing live every day because this is how much I love you guys. I really love talking to you and answering your questions. I know I missed a lot of questions today. Please forgive me. I will try my best to answer them all next time. And I cannot wait to see you guys again. I love you guys so much. I will see you next time. 사랑해요, 여러분. That's in Korean. I love you. 안녕히 계세요. Love you guys. Have a good one.